we'll start with the neck and then start to work our way down. So right where you're at, just set your feet into place, splay those toes apart, and just go ahead and lock your feet in nice and flat. Micro bend in the knees, and then tucking that pelvis underneath, shoulders down and back. I'm just gonna take a big inhale at the top, palms forward, and exhale into the shoulder. And we're gonna go left to right. So inhale, exhale. Keeping the shoulders down, breathing into that neck, breathing into the traps there. Deep exhale. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's pull the chin up. So pull in the chin, find a straight traps. Yes, yes. So up with the neck, or up with the chin, and then down to my chest with the chin. Looking for a stretch at the neck. Inhale as I look up, exhale as I pull my chin to my chest. Keep the shoulders down. Don't let them rise, don't let them shrug up. Last 2. Okay, let's add rotation now. So I'm gonna look over the shoulder, see if I can find a stretch on the opposite side that I'm looking. So keeping the fingertips down, keeping my palms forward. I'm just gonna exhale into each end range. Inhale as I transition. Inhale over, exhale, transition, exhale into that neck tension. You can even use the fingertips as you exhale and look to kind of press in and kind of see where any of that tension is at, even right above the clavicle. All right, so inhale, other side. Exhale, go ahead and press into that area, even into the base of the skull, behind the ear. Looking over your shoulder, pressing in to the trap. All right, so just keep switching off left to right. As you exhale and look over, I'm pressing my fingertips into my neck, and just kind of searching around for any tension. See where any of that stiffness might be, and just keep going left to right. Inhale, transition. Exhale, pressing into the neck, pressing into the traps, above the clavicle. One more time on each side. Breathe into that shoulder. Last time. Other side, go ahead and press with those fingertips. Use that exhale. Perfect, perfect. All right, let's go forward and back. I'm gonna jet my chin forward and then tuck back in. From the side view, draw forward, tuck back in. Making sure that my upper body doesn't move around. Make sure it doesn't lean forward as I pull my chin forward. And I'm not leaning back when I pull my chin back. All right. Next one, let's use a box, and I'm gonna just glide left to right with my head above my shoulder line, left to right. Doesn't have to be crazy, doesn't have to be too big. I just want to find my end ranges, and I'm just pulling my cheekbone over to my fingertips, over to my palm. All right, now go forward, out and around. Drawing forward, coming out, back and around. Breathing into it, 3, 2, change directions. Nice and smooth, as fluid as you can make it. 3, 2, take that head all the way around. So tuck the chin, and then I'm going ear to shoulder, going up with my chin, and then ear to shoulder on the other side. Just smooth it out, trying to find the last bit of that neck tension. And then change directions, nice and easy. Slow and controlled, don't rush it. I want to feel out any of that tension. Any stiffness you get, just feel it out and breathe into it. And relax, perfect. All right, let's go big shoulder rolls, big shoulder rolls. So we're using our 4-point system, up, forward, down, and back. Up, forward, down, and back. And just smooth out those shoulder circles. Hitting all 4 points, but I want to create a nice perfect circle. Rolling forward as big as I can make it. And just breathing into those shoulders, breathe into that socket there. Allowing my shoulder blades to do the moving. My elbows, my arms are loose, my wrists. And then change direction. Roll back. Deep inhale, deep exhale. 5, 4. Breathe into it. 3, 2. And relax. Perfect, perfect. All right, we're gonna go a side bend. So I'm gonna pull, my feet stay locked in, but I'm pulling my arm up, 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 and over. This bottom hand is gonna reach down and out. As I pull my arms apart, I'm exhaling into a nice good stretch on the side bend here. So a nice good stretch on the side of my body. See if I can lock out my arms at the top as I reach, and the bottom as I reach. Exhale and pull. Exhale and pull. Last one. Perfect. All right, let's add rotation. I got my bow and arrows. So I'm gonna draw my bow and reach back. Keep my fingertips on my eyes on my fingertips. And as you feel the hip start to rotate out, let's pull it forward. All right, so don't let that hip rotate out. Exhale as you rotate and reach back. Pull those arms apart. Last 2. Last 1. All right, go ahead and make a diamond at the top. I'm gonna pull into my chest as I throw my chest forward on the inhale. Big, proud chest. And then exhale, I'm gonna round my back out as I pull forward, tucking my chin, tucking my pelvis under. So at your own pace, inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, round the back out, pull your shoulder blades apart. Nice bend in the knees. Pull that pelvis underneath. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. Last 1. Perfect. All right, next one. I'm gonna glide left to right. So as I reach out, my lower body isn't gonna move. So do your best to keep your lower body stable. Keep it from moving. If the hips shift just a little bit, that's okay. I want to make sure that I'm locking them underneath. I'm gripping the mat. And my knees stay soft, just for buoyancy. Reaching over, and we're kind of targeting the muscles that surround my rib cage, the muscles that connect from my pelvis to my rib cage. All right, perfect. As you improve on that one, you can start to reach a little bit further out, as long as I'm staying parallel, I'm not angling. All right, next one, here we go. So I'm gonna go cave my chest in. I'm gonna keep my elbows kind of tight, and then I'm gonna go forward. Cave it in and forward. All right, now we're gonna go side to side. So I'm gonna shoot my chest, or my rib cage out, side to side. And then I wanna hit all 4 points. So the same 4-point system that we use, forward and back, side to side. Keeping the lower body stable. I just wanna see if I can push my sternum and my chest and my rib cage all the way around. Forward, to the left, back, and to the right. And then change directions. Keep the breath active. Keep the core active. Keep the lower body stable. 3. Breathe into it. 2. And 1. Perfect. That's one of my favorites. Perfect. All right, guys, here we go with the wrist. We'll go to the wrist, work our way back down the line here. So I'm gonna pull through the wrist so my arm stays straight. I'm just bending at the wrist. Inhale, exhale. Big inhale through the nose. Deep exhale. If you can maintain nasal breathing, that'd be even better. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and go side to side. So fingertips are totally up to you. You can keep them out or you can keep them in. But I'm gonna draw my wrist out and then pull them together. So I'm initiating the movement from my wrist. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Maintain that breath work. And we're just kind of feeling out those wrists, seeing where we're at, see where any tension might be lying at. All right, go ahead and bring it in. Elbow stays tucked at my rib cage here, and then I'm gonna keep it tight. So with these, I wanna make sure that I'm keeping my palms facing down. So don't open up at the palm, I wanna keep my palms facing down. And the knuckles are staying forward, so this one causes a little bit more, for me, my forearms start to fire up on these. All right, keeping it tight, keep the shoulders down, try not to shrug. Yolanda, hey, I missed your comment. Hey, babe, good to see you guys. All right, change directions. Keeping these wrist circles nice and tight, and just kind of feeling it out. Maintain that posture. Keep the elbows tucked in. Proud chest. And relax. Okay, intertwine now. And just nice and easy. See if you can find any snap, crackle, pops. See if you can loosen up a little bit. And then go ahead and change directions. Changing directions with my wrist. Gripping those knuckles. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Drawing my hands straight down, punching with my knuckles. I'm gonna bend at the elbows, and then I'm gonna pull my knuckles back behind me. All right, so when I come up, I'm creating like a W, and then I push my W back and around. So at your own pace, let's kind of see where any tension might be lying at. Let's keep that upper back nice and engaged. My lower body is stable. Don't forget the lower half. Sometimes when we start to do these drills, other parts of our body starts to unlock itself. So we want to make sure that we keep our feet engaged, our knees are soft, our hips and our pelvis are tucked under, my shoulders stay down and back. And I'm just maintaining my posture. All right, let's go the other direction. So going back and in, back and in. You can open up the palms if you want. Open up the fingertips. 3, Pull back and in, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, let's take it out. Let's do our Egyptian spinal rolls. You guys know the deal on this one. Let's go ahead and bring our feet together on this one to kind of work a little bit of balance, a little bit of core stability, and then we can kind of check in with our legs at the same time. All right, so as I twist, I'm just gonna drop my hips as much as I need to. Looking away from it, looking through my fingertips. And as I pull my shoulder and look away, I'm looking for a neck stretch as well. Pull my shoulder down and in as I twist into it. Use that breath. Inhale at the top, exhale as I drop. You can make a tight fist if you want to. You can create a little bit more tension with the tight fist. Twist in opposite directions. Last 2. Last 1. And relax. Perfect, perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and get some knee circles in to kind of get the lower half. I am going to go back to the shoulders here in just a bit. Let's get the lower half since our feet have kind of been neglected. All right, all the way around. Draw the knees in, draw the knees forward, out, and back. So I'm just filling out any tension I might be having. Breathing into it. Keeping that core engaged. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. 3, 2, change directions. Deep inhale into the belly. Deep exhale into my knees, into my ankles, even into my hips. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Let's come out just a little bit wider than hip width, right around my shoulder width. All right, so slightly wider, nice good base. And my toes are pointing forward. So here, there you go. You can see me now. All right, hinging at the hips. Take note, see where those hamstrings are at. I'm gonna go ahead and push my hips all the way out to the side. Let's kind of take note, see where my hips are at, where my glutes, and then forward. So I'm gonna pause at each point, take a quick mental note, see where my body is at, and then go ahead and take it all the way around. Keeping the feet active, being aware of what's going on with the lower body, any tension, any stretching, any stiffness. Let's go ahead and breathe into it. Keep the elbows in. Keep the shoulders down and back. Try not to shrug. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keeping the chest proud and the core engaged, and then change directions all the way around. Push. Create a nice even circle. Keep the shoulders over my feet as my hips go all the way around. 3, 2, and relax. Perfect, perfect. All right, let's going back to the shoulders here. Shake it off real quick. I'm gonna go palms up at shoulder height. I'll turn to the side for you on this one. As I pull my elbows in, making sure I'm not leaning forward or drawing my head forward. I'm gonna thread it through my armpits, reach back and around. So really big on these waves as I go out and around, reaching, 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 pierce back, and then all the way around. Inhale, as I pull, exhale. So take it all the way around. Breathe into it. 3. Nice good spiral effect as I go all the way around. 2. And 1. Last one. Perfect, perfect. All right, let's go one arm at a time. The other one's gonna stay active and as I pull down. So the other one's gonna stay straight. Both arms are active. Pull up, palm out, and reach and swim back. Alright, so this other one's staying active so my shoulder doesn't rotate into it as I pull my arm back behind me. So if you start to feel it, I have to reach down and back. Okay, inhale up. Opposite arm stays active. Inhale. Rotate out, pull back, exhale. Last 3. 2. And 1. Big inhale, big exhale. Perfect, perfect. Switch it up. Reaching that other arm down and out. Inhale. Rotate out, exhale. Keeping those shoulders square to the front. Try not to open up as I pull. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Super active on these. 2. Keep reaching with that opposite hand. Last 1. Alright, perfect, perfect. Alright, next one. I'm going to turn around for this one. And I'm reaching for bottom shoulder blade, top shoulder blade on the opposite side. Alright, same thing as before. I don't want my head to reach or lean forward. I'm going to press it back so I can maintain that posture. And I just open up. You can press into the back, press into the head. Making sure that rib cage doesn't flare out. So let's keep our feet active, our knees soft, and my hips tucked under. And I'm just trying to find that stretch, any tension. Exhale as I pull back behind me. Inhale as I transition and open up. Exhale at your end ranges. I'm not really trying to force it. I just want to see where I can allow my breath to help open up and kind of find a little bit of further stretching. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Let's do a couple more. Last one. Perfect, perfect. Alrighty. Alright, so let's go with remote control grip. If I have 2 remote controls in my hand, I'm going to point my wrist out. So let's go ahead and go up and overhead with it, like my biceps are near my ears. Anytime anything comes up overhead, let's be aware of what's going on at the rib cage in my torso here. Make sure I'm not flaring out. So keep the pelvis tucked under and keep the rib cage from flaring down. I'm going to create some circles so my arms stay locked out. Create those overhead arm circles. Breathe into them. Start to make bigger circles. Nice and even with those circles. 3, 2, keep the arms straight and change directions. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Keep that core active, keep that rib cage from flaring. Arms stay straight. 3, 2, and relax. Rest those arms, twist it off. So my arms are loose. Core engaged. Alright, perfect, perfect. Alright, next one. Let's keep it going, guys. So any requests you guys have, but we're gonna kind of target upper body today. A little bit of the lower body, but for sure we're gonna keep this going. So let's add some windmills in there. So I'm gonna incorporate a hinge into this, but also gonna kind of see what's going on with the shoulders and muscles that's from my lats into my rib cage, pelvis, so on and so forth. So my Base is gonna be nice and solid here, flat feet, splay the toes apart. And I'm gonna hinge at the hips as I drive one arm down the shin, staying vertical. So I'm gonna stack my shoulders and then reach straight back up. Switch. Drive and pierce back up, drive the hips forward. Okay, so we're just switching off. Stacking the shoulders. I want to keep my top arm vertical. Keep it going, slow and controlled. Just kind of taking note. See, left side, right side, how does it feel? Does it feel better on one side, smoother as I come up? How does it feel coming down? Where's my breath at? Do I need to breathe into these end ranges? Last two. Last one. Perfect, perfect. All right. We're gonna do a rotated spinal roll. So rotating, inhale at the top. Draw the crown of my head down towards the midfoot as on the exhale. As I transition, inhale. And then on the other side, I'm gonna exhale to come back up, and my chin is the last to come up. Okay? Inhale at the top, exhale, dive into it. Pull the crown of the head down, head is heavy, arms are loose. Inhale, transition over, exhale, coming up the other side. At your own pace, moving with your breath, taking your time and just feeling out what's going on with the lower body again. Feeling out what's going on with the upper body as I'm moving left to right. I feel it in my neck, a little bit in the low back on the sides here. A little bit in the hamstrings. Allowing the upper body to be loose. Moving with your breath, driving to the ground. Last time. Perfect, perfect. Alrighty. Alright, so next one, here we go. We're gonna do one arm circles, but I'm gonna go super big with these. So when I come across the body, I wanna keep my arms straight. It's almost like I'm gonna do one of these stretches here. That's kind of what the same motion I'm going for. So coming up, 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 across my face, up, 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 all the way out. So I want to create a circle. If I were in a glass corridor, I need to not touch the glass and stay right in front of me with that circle. All right? You can open up the hand if you want, but my arm stays locked out. Keep the arm super active. Especially as it comes across my face, it has a tendency to bend a little bit. Let's go ahead and keep it going. Let's do two more circles here. Last one, really reach, pull across and up, and then go ahead and change directions. We're going for 5 circles, up overhead, across the face, across the body. Keeping my shoulders square to the front. Breathing into it. Last 2. Keep it pulled in towards my center. And relax. Alright, other side, same thing. Lock your feet in. Arms stay straight. Coming across the body. So you see I'm kind of rotating. Let's go ahead and check myself. I want to see if I can pull it a little bit closer in towards my center. coming up and around. So don't let the rotation happen at the shoulders. I want my shoulder to be doing the work. Big circles. Arm is super active. Keep that lower body nice and stable. Hips are tucked under. Try not to rotate. I don't know about you, but I'm having a hard time on my left side. Let's do one more. All right, opposite direction. Coming up and across the face, across the body, and around. Keep the shoulders packed down. Don't let them shrug. Three, 2, last one. Perfect. Alrighty. So that's a great one you can do to help kind of keep the shoulder in. This is always a great stretch, but having the mobility to do it without any assistance is great too. And again, I want to make sure that I'm keeping it close to the midline or close to my body. I don't want to have it angle further out. So if I'm in that glass corridor, I want to make sure that I'm not letting it come out. Keep it in and up. Alrighty. So with this next one, we're going to do another variation of spinal rolls. When I'm in the center, I'm going to drive my hips forward and just bring my arms up overhead. I'm only coming halfway, so about right here, so I can find a nice good stretch, and I can kind of open up and look, and then dive back in. Exhale as I push into the ground. Inhale, transition. As fluid as you can make it, pushing the hips forward. So I'm initiating the movement from my hips, but I'm also opening up my chest and my shoulders. Last one on each side. Finish out. Perfect. All right, guys. Let's finish out with some breathing here. I like to come to the ground, not only to kind of see where my knees are at, where my wrists, just so I can apply some weight. So I'm just using my weight in my body just to kind of find a tabletop position and just kind of rock over the wrist, back over my heels in both directions. And you just kind of feel it out. Making sure my wrists and my knees are in line with each other. Nice, good, stable tabletop position. Spreading my fingers and just rocking over the wrist all the way around. Pushing into the mat in both directions. So do 1 or 2 in each direction. All right, couple cat and cows. So open up the heart, pull the chin, exhale, cave the chest in, round the back out. I want a dome at the top. Just kind of see where I'm at here. We're just gonna do a few drills here just to kind of see where we're at. All right, let's go ahead and bring my left hand a little bit outside of that line. Right hand's reaching over, keep my arms straight and sit back on my right side. Couple breaths, deep inhale, deep exhale. One more, deep inhale, deep exhale, pull. Switch it up, same thing, other side. Keep my arm straight. Use the blade of my hand to pull myself back and use it as traction into the ground. So finding a nice good stretch through the lats. All right, one more. I'm coming out wide with this one. I don't want to come too far open or forward. I want to open up a little bit closer to my midline. And I'm just looking away. One last stretch on each side. Kind of getting the arms, using the ground. Okay. Perfect. Let's go ahead. Right leg out. Kind of take note. I can open up the foot, drop it. Totally up to you, but I'm going to kind of sit back and rock forward. Exhale as I sit back. Inhale as I come forward. It's up to you if you want to keep the foot flat or if you want to bring it up. All right, we're just doing a few, about 3 or 4 here, and then switch it up. Other side. Sit back on the heel on the exhale. Open up the toes, pull the toes in if you want to. Make sure I'm continuing to push into the mat. Don't let the shoulders shrug, so keep my back flat. All right, perfect. All right, guys, so we got box breathing today. Box breathing. We're doing 4 seconds in, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, 4-second hold, and we'll just keep that going for about 2 minutes, more or less, 90 to 2 minutes. 3, 2, and inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Hold it. 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 Inhale. Now hold it for as long as you can. Control it. Maintain composure. And whenever you feel you're ready to exhale, you're just going to let all the air out of those lungs and relax. Reset your breath. I really appreciate you guys jumping in with me this morning. As always, I always feel good. I hope you always feel good. Let's keep it going, guys, for as long as we can. Myself and Coach Aaron are going to be putting some stuff on YouTube, on the 365 YouTube. So we're going to try and load that up with some of the classes, since we're going to be extending meeting here for a good while with everything going on right now. So we're going to put what we can, some good workouts, simple workouts with equipment you have, either a single kettlebell or a single dumbbell. and we'll put that up there. I think he'll be going live maybe Monday or Wednesdays as well too for a workout. So we'll get some strength work in on top of the mobility work. Love you guys, appreciate it. Stay on it.